25 years ago, my grandfather broadcast the first of these Christmas messages. Today is another landmark, because television has made it possible for many of you to see me in your homes on Christmas Day. This December, we are looking back not just 1 year, but on 100 years and 1,000 years. By any measure, this millennium year has been an unforgettable one. The terrorist outrages in the United States last September brought home to us the pain and grief of ordinary people the world over, who find themselves innocently caught up in such evil. Many of you will know only too well from your own experience the grief that follows the death of a much-loved mother or sister. Mine were very much part of my life and always gave me their support and encouragement. But my own sadness was tempered by the generous tributes that so many of you have paid to the service they gave to this country and the wider Commonwealth. At such a difficult time, this gave me great comfort and inspiration as I faced up both to my own personal loss and to the busy Jubilee summer ahead. The day after my last Christmas message was broadcast, the world experienced one of the worst natural disasters ever recorded. As I look back on these past 12 months, marked in particular for me by the very generous response to my 80th birthday. And also today, I want to draw attention to another group of people who deserve our thoughts this Christmas. We have all been conscious of those who have given their lives or have been severely wounded while serving with the armed forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. 2009 was a difficult year for many, in particular those facing the continuing effects of the economic downturn. I am sure that we have all been affected by events in Afghanistan and saddened by the casualties suffered by our forces serving there. This past year has been one of great celebration for many. The enthusiasm which greeted the Diamond Jubilee was, of course, especially memorable for me and my family. Here at home, my own family is a little larger this Christmas. As so many of you will know, the arrival of a baby gives everyone the chance to contemplate the future with renewed happiness and hope. One of the joys of living a long life is watching one's children, then grandchildren, then great-grandchildren, help decorate the Christmas tree. And this year, my family has a new member to join in the fun. Throughout the Commonwealth, there were equally joyful celebrations. Grenada, the Bahamas, Jamaica, and New Zealand won more medals per head of population than any other countries. 60 years ago today, a young woman spoke about the speed of technological change as she presented the first television broadcast of its kind. She described the moment as a landmark. 6 decades on, the presenter has evolved somewhat, as has the technology she described. Back then, who could have imagined that people would one day be watching this on laptops and mobile phones, as some of you are today? Only a few people acknowledged Jesus when he was born. Now, billions follow him. I believe his message of peace on earth and goodwill to all is never out of date. It can be heeded by everyone. It's needed as much as ever. A very happy Christmas to you all. For many, this time of year will be tinged with sadness, some mourning the loss of those dear to them, and others missing friends and family members distanced for safety, when all they'd really want for Christmas is a simple hug or a squeeze of the hand. If you are among them, you are not alone. and let me assure you of my thoughts and prayers. Although it's a time of great happiness and good cheer for many, Christmas can be hard for those who have lost loved ones. This year especially, I understand why. But for me, in the months since the death of my beloved Philip, I have drawn great comfort from the warmth and affection of the many tributes to his life and work. And for me and my family, even with one familiar laugh missing this year, there will be joy in Christmas as we have the chance to reminisce and see anew the wonder of the festive season through the eyes of our young children, of whom we were delighted to welcome 4 more this year. I wish you all a very happy Christmas.
I'm standing here in this exquisite chapel of St. George at Windsor Castle, so close to where my beloved mother, the late Queen, is laid to rest with my dear father. I am reminded of the deeply touching letters, cards, and messages which so many of you have sent my wife and myself, and I cannot thank you enough for the love and sympathy you have shown our whole family. Christmas is a particularly poignant time for all of us who have lost loved ones. We feel their absence at every familiar turn of the season and remember them in each cherished tradition. In the much-loved carol, O Little Town of Bethlehem, we sing of how in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. My mother's belief in the power of that light was an essential part of her faith in God, but also her faith in people, and it is one which I share with my whole heart. With all my heart, I wish each of you a Christmas of peace, happiness, and everlasting light. So, on this Christmas Day, my heart and my thanks go to all who are serving one another, all who are caring for our common home, and all who see and seek the good of others, not least the friend we do not yet know. In this way, we bring out the best in ourselves. I wish you a Christmas of peace on earth and goodwill to all, today and always.